going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a feeding video on my monster aquarium. Zoom in on this, have a look. So we're going to be feeding the monsters tonight. They're going to be getting some white bait. I might have some prawns left in the freezer. Let me have a dig about and see what we've got. Right, what have we got here? Some ice. So I've got loads of white bait, it's 3 bags of that. Right, there's no prawns left. We've got some blood bones tonight as well. But basically, when you're feeding your fish frozen stuff, I like to defrost it quite fast. Oh, there is some prawns here, look. King Tide prawns. Basically, another load of them in there. So this is just white bait I get from the local fish shop. And what I do is I defrost it and I cut some of it up into half because I've got some smaller fish in the tank. It proper stinks though, man. How was that bit? Just put some blood bones in there as well. It's basically just like a concoction of disgusting smelly stuff, but it does its job. Couple of them, clown lunches love them. That's pretty warm now. Let's heat that up. Leave that on the side for a minute. Right, while that's defrosting, let's quickly have a look at the fish we're going to be feeding tonight with this stuff. So obviously I've got marijuana, it's got an Asian silver, 2 Temensis bass, a mono, Areno bass, birches, dapnoid. So most of these fish will feed on the frozen stuff, but a lot of them won't at the moment. Some of the bass, the mono's been taking the frozen stuff and the Temensis has, but he hasn't just yet. But I'll get him on them. Oscar's to take it. Clown actually like a little bit of it, so I'll cut it up to tiny little bits as well for the smaller fish. Silver dollars actually enjoy it, and so do the birches. So let's see how much it's defrosted now. So this is the horrible bit, yeah, it's quite defrosted now. So let's grab a few of them out. Because some of these fish are really big. Normally I just throw these in. Look at the size of these, look. Arowanas completely just yam these. So I'll cut a few of them up. Put them in a line like that. So I'll cut them up, cut them in half and cut them again. Just sort of go into smaller bits, just chuck them in there like that. Right, that completely stinks. Right, so now wash your hands. I could actually, while I'm doing this video, should we do a frozen food on the marine tank? So let me get some shrimp mices out from the marine tank as well. So the marine tanks are going to have this, so shrimp mysis. So what I do, it's a bit different this tank, so you don't need to obviously, don't ever put any tap water in the tank. So get a little cup like this, got a Nürburgring cup here. Use some of your tank water. 1 sachet, it'd probably be too much for all the fish in there, but I'll put it in there anyway. So one of them in there like that.
1 little pod.
Yeah, 1 little pod in there. Basically just let that defrost on the side, so I'll sort of put that up there. Let it defrost. The cardinals love that stuff. They don't really eat the pellet that much, so the cardinals like this. So that's basically for all the fish in there ready, but the cardinals love this stuff. But this looks defrosted now. I'm going to zoom in on this. So you can see all the fish in there. Don't worry about how dirty the water looks in this, because the filters are sorted out. So let's throw it in. It's going to get quite oily as well when you throw this stuff in your tank. So sort of when you're going to feed your fish as well, show your fish what you're going to feed them. So it winds them up a little bit and gets them even more hungry than they already are. Right, so so that's all the silverfish in there and the bloodworms. As you can see, there's the mono bass at the back. He's took a few. There's a big prawn there. Look, Arowana's got in his mouth. Silver Arowana's munching loads. The Asian's really hungry because I've done a water change yesterday and I haven't fed them. What are we today? We're Thursday today, and I haven't fed them since Tuesday. So you can see how hungry the fish are. But hungry fish is a good sign. It means your fish are all healthy and that. So there they go. Let's sort of. Don't know. It's probably about 20 odd, 30 odd fish are sort of put in that cup. So it's a fair bit. Like I said, all the little bits get sort of munched up by the smaller fish. There's a small birch at the back there. And see the peacock bass there, look, he's got a big old bit in his mouth. And this small bircher here, he needs a sort of small bit. So be quite careful with sort of size of fish you have in your tank, because you have to think about how big they are, how big their mouths are. See this bircher here, look, he's sort of eating like the bigger sort of bits, because he's actually quite a big fish. But the smaller bircher over there I've got is sort of a third of the size of him. So he's obviously going to need smaller bits of food, and he obviously needs to get a lot of food in his mouth. So yeah, make sure you're cutting them up for the smaller sort of fish. But you can see Greedy at the back there, look how much he's got in his mouth. So that's near enough all gone now. The silver's clearing up the corner over there. The Torrences are taking bits now as well, look, see him? He's got one in his mouth. But I'm still trying to get him on frozen food at the moment. He will eventually take it. And the plecos get hold of them as well, and they sort of take them into the cave and sort of suck them to bits. But all in all, tank's doing really well. I feed frozen food once a week on this tank. So they get the silverfish, they sometimes get mussels, prawns, all sorts of bits in this tank. Bloodworms like you've seen. Clown lunches love the bloodworms because they sort of sink to the bottom, so do the silver dollars. But yeah, all in all, tank's doing great, absolutely fine. 60% water change I'm doing a week on this tank now. So like I said, I've chucked a bit too much in really, but it's sort of only coming in sort of pellet size. Let's just quickly let the dog out. So there you go. She'll want to come back in about 3 seconds probably. But yeah, all the tanks are doing great. I've got the little fluval speck just underneath this tank here, which I was meant to be setting up today, but I was waiting for a new TV cabinet which is coming here, and that didn't turn up, so it's coming next Tuesday. So it'll be the fluval speck aquascape video next Tuesday, and next Friday the next video will be about the fluval speck, and I've got a fluval flex turning up as well, which I'm going to be putting. I'll probably put the fluval flex there somewhere on the new cabinet, and then fluval speck there, but we'll get the cabinet in and have a good old look and see what fits where. But yeah, all the fish are doing really well. I've still got the 700 litre tank set up in the fish room, which has got some rare plecos in. I've got what have I got in there? 6 green phantoms, a blue phantom, royal pleco. There's a 3 Beckins pleco in there, but I'll do a separate video on that tank. But I've had a lot of garden work done at the moment, so I haven't really been filming out there at the moment. So the garden's completely finished now. I've laid all the lawn last Saturday, so that's ready to go now. So yeah, I'll start filming some more stuff in the fish room soon. I'll probably end up putting another couple of other tanks in there soon. So, but I closed the other tanks down, the breeding rack tank, because it was just getting too much, and I just had too much on, especially with a full-time job. But yeah, and obviously I've got a baby as well and 2 dogs. So yeah, they sort of took over my life. But that's basically it. All the fish are doing great, like I said, and that's it. Thanks for watching. So be back next week for a new video.